What is going on, everybody? DJ Mines here, and in today's video we're going to be comparing the difference between crypto mining and actually purchasing the coin. What are some of the pros, some of the cons, what are the good, what are the bad? Everything will be discussed. Fair warning, I have no course to sell you. I do not want your money. And yeah, let's just get straight into it, guys. So a little bit about my background. I've been trading stocks for over 10 years, been trading cryptocurrency since probably 2017. I know they're not exactly the same thing, but if you know how to read a stock chart, if you know how to trade stocks, you'll do just fine in the crypto world. I know a lot about that, a lot of experience. Now, the crypto mining side, I have a little over a year of experience. I did try in 2017 with a GTX 960, but I don't really count that. So that's just so you know who I am and what kind of things that I know about. So let's start with the pros of purchasing the coin. Well, the first one, it's quick and easy. You buy it and you're done. I mean, there's no work to be done. You don't have to have a rig. You don't have to worry about purchasing other parts for it. And you're really pretty much done at that point. So it's very convenient, just like a stock. You buy it, you hold it, and you kind of forget about it, right? As long as you're investing. Now, if you're doing day trading, you're flipping and stuff, I don't know. I don't ever suggest day trading. I never suggest that for stocks as well. It's a very dangerous game, and a lot of people get burned on that. Probably 90% of investors, well, they're not even really investors if they're day trading, but 90% of people statistically will lose their money by doing that, like over and over. So yeah, if you want to buy the coin, that's quick, that's easy, that's a huge pro. Another pro for purchasing the coin is it's great on space. If you look behind me right there, and also right here, look at all these graphics cards. This takes up a lot of space. In the closet over there, I have so much more and just random boxes of things that I need. Actually, that shelf right there is dedicated to it. I have rigs around my entire home. I think I have 12 or 13 rigs running in this home. You can see this test bench. You can't really see it, but it's like right here. There's boxes right there. This thing consumes your life if you start to grow. And like if you start taking it seriously, like it's going to take up a lot of space, where the coin doesn't take up any of the space. Like you're good to go. You're done. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Now, there are a lot of bad things to discuss. One of them is you enter at a higher point. In my opinion, a lot of people might not agree with this, but let's just say this, right? The price of Ethereum, let's pretend it's $3,000. So now you just invested $3,000. So if it goes down to $2,000, you are down big time, guys. You're down, you're scared, you're getting worried. There's a lot of anxiety to think about. You know, that's a big major decline in your price. And so if it starts consolidating for a while, you know, if you are checking it, I know a lot of newer people who are probably watching this video as newer people, you're gonna get anxiety and you're gonna potentially sell and take a loss, and there's a lot more to lose, in my opinion, initially, and this can really weigh on your brain and get to you. All right, so what about crypto mining? What are some of the pros to crypto mining? Well, you actually get to own something physically. And, you know, you could say this is a con because of space, but this is awesome, man. I love this. This right here is a 3080 Aurorus, and I really enjoy building with this. I enjoy watching YouTube videos on this. I enjoy doing things physically. On the weekend, man, it keeps me out of trouble. Not that I would do anything bad anyways, but it gives me something to do. I'm at home. You know, when I used to go out with my friends when I was younger, my wife would always want me to come back home, hang out with the kids. And there's a lot of things that you can do at home, and you're, yeah, you know, save a lot of money in a way when you're not buying the graphics cards because those are expensive, but you are saving a lot of money, especially on the weekends or on your time off. You're just building, you're working on rigs, you're physically doing something, you get to interact with it. Where with the coin, right, it's kind of boring. You like buy the coin and you're done, and then you're kind of bored on the weekend. Now you got to go spend money, do some other stuff. And this is really interesting because you'll start tweaking with it. You'll try to overclock it or undervolt it or whatever you need to do for your graphics card. You always get to play with it. There's really cool things you can do with it, like add RGB lighting. You know, you can make cool frames like this. You can make a test rig like I have over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. You see that right there? That's pretty cool, right? You can just have a load of fun with it. It's very fascinating. It's interesting. I knew very minimum about computers. I've always used computers my whole life, but I've learned a lot about computers just messing around with it, man, watching tutorials, learning from these other YouTubers. I've learned so much, and I've met so many cool people. And speaking of meeting people, another pro is the community. There's nothing like being part of the mining community. You can see right there, there's my flag right there, Red Panda Mining. I hope to get a chump change one, and I have a bunch more that I need to hang up as well. And there's nothing like it. Being in a live stream, hanging out with these guys. We all have our own Discord. We even go over to like the Misfit Mining Discord, hang out there, play some StarCraft. You might play some Halo. People play Diablo, whatever you want, right? Like we don't just mine, but we'll do something else. And these become your real friends, man. Like I genuinely love people in the crypto mining world where they just say hi one time or we talk a lot. Like these are good friends, and I don't really have friends in real life. That might sound really sad to you. It's not sad to me. I'm just too busy, man. I'm always thinking about how I can improve my life or my family's life or doing something better. And so internet friends are better. And like, I would hang out with them in real life. Don't get me wrong. If like, you guys wanted to meet up, we definitely could. But I'm just saying, like, the internet friends are real friends to me. They're just as real as a physical friend that you would meet. And yeah, there's nothing like the community. I've had so many people help me out. I don't even need to say how. I've helped out a lot of people get graphics cards for MSRP. And there's so many good people out there that will help you get good deals that you just couldn't do if you weren't on the internet. Really, you would need to do it anyways if there was no internet, but you get my point. You'll meet some of the greatest people that are around crypto mining. Some of the cons with crypto mining, because there is a bunch, do not get me wrong. Right now is a dangerous time, in my opinion, to GPU mine. Like, I'm still scaling a little bit, but I have slowed it down probably 90 to 95%. I'm very cautious with the Ethereum merge potentially coming out. It was supposed to come in June. It might get delayed till December, but whatever, it is coming out eventually. And that's something you need to consider. Like, are these GPUs, these graphics cards, going to be profitable long term? Because that's really all you can do. I mean, you can try to get into Bitcoin and get an ASIC that's thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, a good one's probably $10,000 to $13,000, and then it's loud as heck. You can have to get 240 volt. There's so many things that you have to do for Bitcoin. So really, graphics cards, where I think your average miner is going to get into. And right now it's pretty profitable. It's pretty decent. It's not like it was last year, but it's pretty decent still. But we don't know what's going to happen for the next year or two when Ethereum goes away for mining. I think GPU mining, I'll say this on record, for the next year or two, whenever the merge comes, is going to be very rough. It's going to be very difficult to make money. A lot of people are going to have to sell off the rigs because they can't afford electricity, which is our next point right now. Electricity is absolutely insane, not just because your price will go up, because believe me, it will go up significantly with every single rig that you add, but also the heat. It is unbearable at times. Right now, it is about 26 degrees outside, maybe 30 degrees. And in this room, I believe the ambient temperature is about 77 to 78. That's without any lights on. That's with 2 windows halfway open. I could open them up more, and I will, but I have a 6-7 rig right here. I got a test rig here, and I got another rig in the corner. You can't really see it. I'm kind of pointing in the wrong direction. I have like 3 rigs in this room, and it is hot, and it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit outside. Okay, so think about that. In the summer, I was here last summer, and I only had the 1 rig, and it would get 90, 92 degrees in this room. So you're gonna have to decide, man, is this something you really want to do? Because it's not all good. There are definitely some bad things. Now, if you have a really large house or you only have 1 or 2 rigs, you could definitely go put that in your basement. I have a bunch in my garage right now, but I ran out of space, right? Because living in America, you only have 120 volts. So you don't, you know, you're not lucky like a lot of the Canadians, the Europeans. I think even the Australians have 240, pretty much everybody but us. And so, you know, it gets really uncomfortable. It gets very warm, and it's just not a good feeling all the time crypto mining. The next pro that I want to mention for crypto mining is owning the hardware. So for example, let's say I paid $1,200 for this. Well, how much do you think it's worth when it gets to my home and I open and start using it? Yes, it's still worth $1,200. So that's pretty incredible, right? There's not too many things that you can do and it's still worth the exact same amount. And then I'm also making money on top of that. Now, to be fair, I still need to make my money back. But if you think about it, if I were to make my money back, $1,200, I would still own the hardware, which is worth $1,200. So I've pretty much, in a sense, doubled up. Not really, but in a sense, I could double up if I wanted to sell the hardware. Now, I have no interest in selling my hardware, but you understand my point. Where the con on the coin is, if you buy an Ethereum coin for $3,000, and again, it goes down to $2,000 or $1,500, you just lost 50% of what you thought you had. Now, as long as you don't sell, you haven't technically lost anything. But you can't move that money around. You can't play with that money, right? A graphics card, you can do whatever you want. Like if you don't like that coin anymore, move on to the next one. Maybe there's something like dual mining came out, right? There's a lot of people who are dual mining Ethereum and TON or Ethereum and Alephium. You can experiment with a lot of things. You can try new things. You can solo mine like an idiot like I am, trying to solo mine Ethereum for 30 days. I'm on day 26 and we still haven't found a block. So I've made no money in 26 days. I know that sucks. If you made it to this far in the video, put in hashtag hodl right here, hashtag hodl. Anyways, guys, so yeah, there's definitely a lot of pros and a lot of cons to both of these, but just the fact that you're interested in this and willing to better yourself, get some form of passive income. You know, it's a lot more passive when you just buy the coin, but it's a lot more fun and you can be a part of the group, the community when you start crypto mining. It's very interesting. It's very fascinating. I think either way, you'll be fine. Obviously, I prefer to crypto mine, though I do own coins that I have purchased in the past. I still have a piece, I think it was 0.02 Bitcoin that I bought 2017 for like 300 bucks or something. Now it's, you know, almost $1,000, $900, and I'm still going to hold it, right? And so not saying your coins are going to go up as much as mine did over time. And in May, I think it was worth like 1,500, the $300 investment, right? But it's not as fun. You know, it gets boring. There's nothing to do once you buy the coin. So for me, it's all about the crypto mining. I love owning the hardware. You can really hedge a lot of that risk, in my opinion, unless the market completely crashes. But if you wait for another bull run, assuming that you think there will be another bull run, you'll be perfectly fine, in my opinion. Even this old graphics card right here, this is a 1070. Back in the day, this cost like what, 250 bucks? You could still sell this right now for like 350. And it's old, man. It's like 5-6 years old. And I could still sell it almost double what I paid for it. That's really crazy to think about because I own the hardware. You know what I mean? So really think about that. Consider everything. And again, if you made it this far in the video, please put in hashtag HODL. Feel free to subscribe, guys. Like this video. If you do, I would appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. DJ Minds, signing out.